Hey, how are you? I'm back. Been a week because I took a week off to work on my own car because you have to sometimes. I need to just needed to give it a bit of a kickstart to get it close to being done. Once it's done, I don't have to worry about it anymore. But we're back on the 1200 coupe. It's just after lunch. I've already done 4 hours on it today. So yeah, what I did this morning was, if you remember from the last video, I had all rust around this area right down to here. So I've put all new tin just in this, around this area. That's what I did this morning over the 4 hours, and it's looking much better. So that bit's done. So what I'm going to do next on this is replace this edge here, because on the inside it's all rusted out. But we'll show you that a little bit later, because I owe some hours to the XM here, so I'm just going to get stuck into that for the rest of today. So what I'm doing is, I've already made this floor section, so I've got to cut the old floor section out so I can weld the new floor section in. I've already done that side over there, so now we're working on this bit. So that's where we are today on the for the Monday. Yeah, I got all that old tin cut out from in here in the XM coupe. But got to fix this, otherwise I've got nothing to weld the floor pan to. It's got to be a pain in the ass getting that out because of where it is. So let's get that done. What do you think? Big boy. So it's Tuesday. And today, first part of the day, I'm going to make a new inner lip for this quarter panel here. As you can see, it's a bit worse for wear. She's a bit crusty. So yeah, I'm going to flip it over, take a stencil off it, and then cut out some new tin and do what I usually do. Right, we've just passed lunchtime on Tuesday, so been making up this section here for the wheel arch on this rear quarter panel. So it's quite nice. But that's it for the 1200 for today. I've got to go back in and work on the Falcon coupe for another 4 hours. So let's go have a look. Hey, so what we got up to yesterday on this, in the 4 hours I did on it yesterday, is I removed all the rusty section from up in the footwell here, and I nearly got this bit out. I've only got 1 or 2 more spot welds to drill out and that can come out. So yeah, I'm going to go full steam ahead on that. I've cut out a rough shape of what has to go in here to replace it, and I'll trim that up before I put it in, but this is out of 1.5 mil, so it's a bit heavier for structuralness. That's why it's a little bit harder to drill the spot welds out, because it's thicker. So I'm going to get onto that. So I've got the inner panel from the inner seal panel out, and I'm actually surprised how clean it is inside for how rusty this was. Yeah, so I've got the new bit made up. Oop, which way does it go? Hang on a minute. I need an assistant. So that goes in there like that. So I'll weld it all in and should be sweet. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. And this is where we got to on the Falcon coupe yesterday on the floor pan. So that's all tack welded into spots. So next round I'll weld it in 100%, and then I'll be able to actually put the rest of the floor pans in the front part of the car. But that's it for the hours on the old coupe, Falcon coupe, for today, for the rest of this week I should say. Now we're back on the Datsun coupe. So we're in the other room, so we'll just head off into there and look at what we're doing this morning. So already made the new wheel arch section to go in here because of the rusty bits. You've already seen on the inside if you watch previous videos or earlier this video, but it's not real pretty in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this tack welded into spot, and then we'll TIG weld it the whole way around. So that's the plan. But first I've got to get it fitting right. And there we have it. It's all welded in and looks good. So next I'm going to flip it over and probably start welding in the bits in this corner that need to be put in, but I'm going to have to clean it up before I do that. So I'm going to just flip it over now. Yes, it's Thursday, but it's a public holiday for the death of the Queen. Memorial Day I guess, but today I'm just tinkering around with my car because it's a public holiday. Just taking the time, not stressing out too much, but god damn, it looks good. Looks so good. Hasn't looked this good in decades. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Just thought I'd let you know. No paid customer work today. So I'm just tidying up the removable panels, like the hatch, guards, doors, getting them ready for the black high fill primer. And once they're all in high fill primer, it's a matter of rubbing them down and blowing the colour over, providing we don't get any more hiccups along the way. Sounds great. It's Friday morning, bright and early. So I've got to clean my mess up, but I've cut this section here out. I did this on Wednesday because I had yesterday off for a public holiday, as you know. And I've traced out my pressings that I need to make so I can fix this part here that's all rusted out. Took the stencil from that side over there and I'll just reverse it for this side. So that's my morning. That's what I'm going to do this morning. And then a little bit later I'll get back onto cleaning up the inside of that quarter panel. So I thought I'd just show you quickly. I've finished making this panel up, and now I'll cut to having it clamped into spot. So just give me 2 seconds. There you go. It's all clamped into spot. And everything lines up absolutely perfect. So come around this need a bigger shed, guys. So please subscribe to my channel and hit the like and all of that sort of stuff so I can afford better stuff. But yeah, even that part there lines up absolutely perfect. So that's great. Absolutely great. So I'll have to get that out because that's the seat belt bolts to that. And I'll have to sandblast it all up, make it all look nice and pretty. Which reminds me, I haven't put it in that side yet. But I will. That's okay. So yeah, I've got to cut all the old tin out now and weld this shed in. Yeah. So yeah, looks like I might have to start working six or 7 days a week again because work's getting hectic. I've got people coming at me from all angles at the moment, so yeah, great fun. No rest for the wicked. Right, so that's the end of the week, and I managed to get today this part all fabricated up and welded in. It looks far better than what it did. Got these plug welds drilled over here, so I can weld the new seatbelt bracket in. We'll go around and have a look at that. The original seatbelt bracket was just way too rusty for me to want to use. So I've made a new one out of box tube, and I've made it a bit longer so it's got a little bit more clamping force. So that's fine. So Monday I'll probably sort out this and then move down to the lower section of the rear section of the seal panel there, and then I've got to clean up all of this. It's just surface rust that should blast off with no issue at all, and I've got to weld in the sections that I made up the other day for this quarter panel. And then it's got to be cleaned up, epoxy primed, and then that quarter panel can weld back on. Well, actually, yeah, I gotta wait for the new seal panel to come before I can actually weld that quarter panel on. But we're moving ahead, and that's a good thing. So yeah, that's it for this week, guys. Yeah, as I said earlier in the video, if you could subscribe, press that like button, that would help me out. Trying to get some more subscribers. I've got 870 now. I need 130 more before I can even think about monetizing this channel. If I do get to a stage where I can monetize the channel, it's going to be better for the channel because I'll be able to put that money back into making more interesting content for you guys. At the moment it's a bit hard doing it out of my own pocket, so yeah, if I could get some more subscribers to help me out, that would be great. Anyway guys, I'm going to sign off here and I'll catch you next week. See you guys.